Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel. Today, I will read a gentle and emotional story for you. Please relax and listen quietly. The words are simple and clear. This story will help you improve your English listening. It will also touch your heart. Let us begin the story. I was 21 years old, and I was already tired of my life. Not physically, mentally, emotionally, completely stuck. My name doesn't matter because this story is not just about me. It might be about you too. I used to wake up at 10, sometimes 11 a.m., scroll my phone, waste hours, tell myself, I'll start tomorrow. But tomorrow never came. I always thought, I need motivation. I need the perfect plan. I need the right time. But the truth was, I was just avoiding effort. One night at 2:47 a.m., I was lying in bed, scrolling, watching other people succeed, people my age, building businesses, getting fit, becoming something. And I felt it, that painful question. What am I doing with my life? I locked my phone, turned off the lights, and just stared at the ceiling. For the first time, no distractions, just me and my thoughts. I wasn't tired because I worked hard. I was tired because I did nothing. I wasn't failing because life was unfair. I was failing because I had no discipline. I checked the time again. 4:58 a.m., 2 minutes before 5, and something inside me said, don't sleep. It didn't make sense. I was tired, sleepy, confused, but I listened. At exactly 5 a.m., I sat up. For no reason, no plan, no motivation, just awake. Everything was quiet. No noise, no notifications, no pressure, just peace. And for the first time, I felt in control. I went outside. The sky was still dark, cold air, empty streets, and I realized something strange. The world feels different when you wake up before it. If I can wake up at 5 a.m., maybe I can change my life too. That day, I didn't do anything big, no success, no transformation, but I didn't go back to sleep. I tried again, 5 a.m., harder this time, body resisting, mind complaining, but I got up. Day 3, I failed, slept through the alarm, felt like quitting. See, this isn't for you, that voice came back. But something had changed. I couldn't go back to my old life because now I had seen a different version of myself. It wasn't about waking up early. It was about becoming someone who can do hard things. I didn't know it yet, but 5 a.m. was about to change everything. Waking up at 5 a.m. once was easy. Doing it every day was a war. Every morning, 4:59 a.m., alarm rings, and in that moment, 2 versions of me existed. Sleep a little more. You deserve rest. You can start tomorrow. That voice felt soft, safe, easy. But there was another voice, quiet but powerful. Get up. No excuses. Just move. Every morning was the same. No motivation, no excitement, just a decision. Stay in bed or change my life. I made a rule. No thinking. When alarm rings, stand up immediately. No phone, no scrolling, just stand. Because I realized something. The longer I stayed in bed, the weaker I became. Action creates energy, not the other way around. Slowly, I built a routine. Simple, not perfect, wake up at 5, wash face, sit in silence, write my thoughts, read for 10 minutes, go for a walk. The world at 5 a.m. felt like a secret. No noise, no distractions, no pressure, just clarity. In those quiet mornings, I started thinking, really thinking, about my life, my habits, my future. I wasn't lazy, I was distracted. I wasn't weak, I was undisciplined. And slowly, something changed. I stopped chasing motivation and started building discipline. Week 1, waking up felt impossible. Week 2, it became easier. Week 3, it became normal. One day, I noticed something. I wasn't tired anymore. Not like before. I had more focus, more clarity, more control. And for the first time, I felt ahead of life. But just when things started improving, life tested me. One night, I slept late, very late, 2 a.m. Next morning, alarm rang. You only slept 3 hours. Rest today. Start again tomorrow. I almost gave up. Almost. But then I remembered something. If I skip today, I go back to who I was. That day, I got up anyway. Tired, sleepy, but I stood up. And that's when I understood. Discipline is not doing things when it's easy. It's doing them, especially when it's hard. I wasn't just waking up early anymore. I was becoming someone new, someone who keeps promises to himself. One morning, I looked at myself in the mirror and thought, this is not the same person. But I didn't know. The biggest change wasn't outside. It was about to happen inside. At first, I thought waking up at 5 a.m. would change my schedule, but I was wrong. It started changing me. Before, my mind was always noisy, too many thoughts, too many distractions, too much overthinking. But now, those quiet mornings gave me space to think clearly. Every morning, I sat alone. No phone, no music, just me. And slowly, I started seeing things I had been avoiding. I realized I was not a victim. I was the reason for my problems. My habits, my excuses, my delays, everything came back to me. Instead of asking, why is my life like this? I started asking, what can I do today to improve it? I started reading, just 10 minutes daily, then 20, then more. Books about discipline, mindset, success. But the biggest lesson wasn't in books. It was in action, doing things I didn't feel like doing. I added one more habit, morning exercise. At first, it felt impossible. My body resisted, my mind complained. I told myself, just 10 minutes. That's it. No pressure, no perfection, just consistency. Days passed, then weeks, and suddenly I felt stronger, not just physically, mentally. Something strange started happening. I was more confident, not loud, not arrogant, just sure of myself. Before, I'll try. Now, I'll do it. One day, I completed all my tasks, everything I planned. No delays, no excuses, and that feeling was powerful. I started noticing things. I wasted less time. I focused more. I felt in control. I respected myself. That was the biggest change. Not success, not money, self-respect. No one noticed at first. No one clapped. No one praised me. But I knew. I was different. But growth has a cost. Friends started saying, "You've changed. You don't hang out anymore. You're too serious now." I had to choose. comfort or growth, old habits or new life. And for the first time, I chose myself. 5 a.m. wasn't about time, it was about identity. You don't wake up early because you're successful. You become successful because you learn to control yourself. But just when I thought I was winning, life hit me with something unexpected, something that tested everything I built. I thought I had control. I thought I had discipline. I thought I had changed. But life had other plans. It started with one bad night, then another, then another. Late sleeping, missed alarms, no morning routine. One day, I didn't wake up at 5. I woke up at 9. That old feeling came back. Heavy, guilty, disappointed. See, you're the same. You can't stay consistent. This isn't you. That voice was loud again. Days passed, and I stopped trying. No reading, no exercise, no discipline, just scrolling, wasting time. It felt like everything I built was gone, like I never changed, like I failed. One morning, I looked at myself again, but this time, I didn't like what I saw. The problem wasn't failure, the problem was quitting after failure. I remembered something. Before 5 a.m., this was my normal life. Now, it felt wrong. I had changed. Even if I fell, I wasn't the same person anymore. That day, I made a different decision. Not, I'll be perfect. Not, I'll never fail. Just, I'll start again. Next morning, alarm rang, 5 a.m., and honestly, I didn't want to get up. My body was tired, my mind was weak. Everything inside me said, sleep. But this time, I didn't argue. I didn't think. I just moved. Feet on the ground, eyes half open, no energy, but I stood up. And in that moment, I didn't just wake up early, I defeated the version of me that gives up. That's when I learned success is not about never falling, it's about getting up every single time. This time, I wasn't motivated. I was committed, and that is much stronger. 5 a.m. is not magic. It doesn't guarantee success, but it teaches you something powerful, how to control yourself, even when you don't feel like it. Now I knew I'm not someone who tries, I'm someone who returns, no matter what. But I still didn't know how much this one habit would change my future. One morning, I woke up at 5 a.m., just like always. But something felt different. Not outside, inside. I sat there in silence and thought, I'm not chasing success anymore. I'm building it. It didn't happen in one day or 1 week, but slowly everything changed. I became more focused, more disciplined, more aware. I stopped wasting time and started using it. I began working seriously on my goals, not perfectly, but consistently. Every single morning before the world woke up. While others were sleeping, I was building. While others were scrolling, I was improving. And that small difference created a big gap. Months later, I saw it. Real progress, not just feelings, real results. One day, someone asked me, "How did you change your life?" I paused, smiled, and said, "I just started waking up at 5." Because the real secret was not the time. It's not about waking up early, it's about becoming someone who does what they say, even when they don't feel like it. Motivation comes and goes, but discipline stays. And 5 a.m. teaches you discipline. every single day. I was no longer lazy, distracted, lost. I became focused, consistent, in control. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need perfect conditions. You just need one decision: to stop escaping your life and start building it. If you're watching this and you feel stuck, listen carefully. Your life will not change in one day, but your habits can. And your habits will change everything. Because at 5 a.m., no distractions, no noise, no excuses, just you and your future. Final words. I was 21, lost, confused, wasting my life. But one decision changed everything. 5 a.m. is not early, it's an opportunity. An opportunity to become the person you keep dreaming about.